Let me show you how to remove the trunk seal on an Aston Martin DB9. In this episode of Aston1936.com, I'm going to be showing you a real simple, quick video on how to remove or change the trunk seal. So that's this big continuous seal that goes all the way around the boot on the coupe cars. I don't know if it's exactly the same on the Volantes, probably is. But you might be wanting to remove this seal for a couple of reasons. One, it might be damaged where you're thinking you're getting a leak. Although the way this trunk is designed, it's really unlikely that any water ingress is probably coming from the seal unless it's missing. But it could be out of position too, so it's something you might want to check after you've watched this video to see if it's actually popped into the right place all the way around. For me though, the reason I'm trying to take it out is I want to remove one of the inner panels, and the seal actually is part of the system that locks the inner panels in place. So you might want to be pulling this off partially so you could free up like this right rear inner panel, because I'm trying to get to the taillight bolts. So you only need a couple of really basic tools. These ones, a pair of clean hands. You don't need any tools to pull this off. So why don't we come in for a close-up. So the seal is just press fit in place, and you're just going to use gentle pressure. It's not glued down, it's just friction fit over the ridges that are here. So you just pick a spot where you might want to start tugging. And here I've basically started to pull it away, and it comes away pretty easily. And you're just pulling up and wiggling. And then once it starts to go, it gets a lot easier. And you can start to see now comes off, and you just keep going around until you get the whole thing off. So it's pretty straightforward to get off. I'm not going to pull the whole rest of it off because I'm just trying to access this panel here. But if you come in for a close look though, you can see how it holds the panel together. Here's the painted part of the frame, and then the panel itself comes away. So the seal is doing the job of holding it all tightly together as a system. So when you go ahead and you do your project, when it's time to come back together, you're basically just going to repeat the process in reverse, but you need to be careful that as you're tucking it together, that you're getting the panel, it over the actual panel. So, and that you're pushing it on far enough, and that's probably the way if you've got a seal that's not fit right, because even though I'm pushing quite stiffly along here, I'm actually feeling it slip on a little further, because it's just a slot with a metal frame around it. So you just work from one end, and I'm kind of pulling the carpet towards, the panel towards the seal while I'm using my thumbs to push it back on. And it just goes a little bit each time. And that's it. So go over it one last time to make sure it's on tight. And so it's a really simple part to change out. If you were changing the whole thing, you might be going, well, how do I get this thing off? There's no brakes in it. Well, you could pull it all off, and then I think you should be able to loop it around. I'm not sure how you'd get past this. You might have to disconnect the harness to get it over that, or maybe you can scoop it around the hood or something like that. So if you know, please leave it in the comments down below. So that's it for this video. Up here you'll probably find my next video in the series, which will probably be removing this inner panel that I'm after. Down here you're going to find my companion blog article that might have links to where you can purchase the seal if you needed to get a new one. If you like videos like this, please go ahead and subscribe. And as always, I love to hear your comments. Please leave those down below. Thanks for watching.